Welcome to The Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm John Reisinger.
So are they rebooting Assassin's Creed, or are they what is this they're working on? Is it a prequel for the entire franchise?
I don't know.
So some rumors have been swirling for a couple months about the next installment of the stealth action game from Ubisoft, and we may have just gotten a few big clues about what it will look like, but they're sort of weird.
Yeah, so for a while now, we've heard rumors saying the next Assassin's Creed game will be set in ancient Egypt and will be called Assassin's Creed Empire, and will star Brendan Fraser. Turns out those rumors were right, except for the Brendan Fraser part. I just made that up, but now I really wanted it to be a thing. Come on, let's do it, Ubisoft.
It's all the credibility of the internet.
Yeah, WWG.
Starring Brendan Fraser.
Nice, please, come on. WWG has a new report quoting some sources from Ubisoft who have shed light on a few more details about the new game. And while it still looks like the new Assassin's Creed will be taking place in ancient Egypt, it seems like some other aspects about the game will be different than what we expected.
WWG reported that the game, which is scheduled to be revealed at this E3, will be called Assassin's Creed Origins, which makes us wonder if it's like a prequel, reboot of the series, what it is they're doing with it exactly. I mean, if it's in ancient Egypt, we knew that it took place a really long time ago.
Yeah.
But is this the very, very beginning? Sources are saying that it will be a vast open world experience that takes place in, as has been reported, well, ancient Egypt.
Cool. The story, according to WWG's sources, will center around the original Assassin's Guild and will feature two lead characters, a man and a woman. That brings to mind Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which lets you control two characters, the twins, Jacob and Evie Fry.
The best-selling Assassin's Creed game to date, I'm sure, which is why they took a break.
Yeah.
Unlike other Assassin's Creed games, though, WWG reported that the new game structure won't be as linear and its character progression system will be less tied to the story. The player will have a lot more freedom than in past Assassin's Creed games because with the future came more rules, apparently, rather than the other way around, with a bigger emphasis on exploration and a huge scope that's bigger than any other game in the franchise. Sources compared the new game several times to Skyrim, which would be kind of interesting. It's also apparently been in development for several years, and that part, not so much a surprise.
Yeah, this report matches up with some other recent rumors we've been hearing about the direction of the new game. According to a post on the PS4 subreddit, Reddit user Siru Savath said he works for a company that's making pre-order cards for the new Assassin's Creed, which the Redditor also said will be called Assassin's Creed Origins, and set in Egypt.
Sirius Savath also gave the description of the order card. The artwork had a city with a pyramid in the background. In the center of the card, there is the new assassin walking toward the city. It looked like he was carrying a shield, a bow, and he had a hawk of some sort on his shoulder. Oh, so wait, let me get this straight. Ema with the raven, the picture that went all over the place was actually just viral marketing.
Yeah. Okay, so where would this game fit in the timeline of the franchise? Obviously, we don't know yet, but if it's set in ancient Egypt, it would definitely be the earliest one in the series.
So far, for sure.
Yeah, the first game took place during the Third Crusade, which was in the late 12th century, as we all know, and subsequent games have gone through the Renaissance, the colonial era in the US, and more recently, the October Revolution in Russia, which just happened last October.
Just last October. Meanwhile, ancient Egypt's heyday was a long, long, long time before any of those eras. It's generally considered to have begun around 3150 BC and lasted for roughly 2,500 years. So it even ended before the years got positive.
But the game won't just be set in ancient Egypt, apparently. You'll also be able to explore other parts of the world, maybe even as far as Greece. WWG also reported that boats will make a return in the game.
Boats!
Yeah. Gonna go on that Nile. And you'll be allowed to sail the Mediterranean and partake in naval combat. So maybe some shades of Black Flag as well, you know, Egyptian pirates.
The best pirate game ever.
Yeah.
There's also apparently a teaser video making the rounds at Ubisoft that points to possibly even more eras in the game. I don't know why you wouldn't stick to one, but sure.
Well, it's 2,500 years possibility with Egypt, so you could just go through a lot of eras there.
Was the protagonist an immortal?
Maybe. It's Apocalypse. Apocalypse confirmed for Assassin's Creed.
Excellent. It turns out they all exist in the X-Men universe.
Yes!
According to WWG, the teaser video shows scenes from ancient Egypt before bouncing all over history, including World War II era France. So it might have to be Apocalypse to have lived that long.
Wow.
An unspecified Asian country, and then a shot of an Abstergo Industries facility set in the modern day. Now, you might remember that Abstergo Industries is a multinational corporation in the game's universe. It serves the primary front for Templar Order.
As for the game's story, we don't know any more particulars yet, but we do know that Ubisoft is apparently on a push to de-emphasize storytelling in future Assassin's Creed games.
Great. Well, I mean, they said that just about kind of games in general.
Yeah. Last year, Chief Creative Officer Serge Hascoët told the French newspaper Le Monde that the new Assassin's Creed game would focus more on its in-game world than in scripted stories. Basically, their idea is for future games to have a less narrative-heavy approach in favor of letting players create their own adventures and stories.
Specifically, Hascoët said, "I don't want the player to go through a story created by someone. We have games like that still, but I ask more and more that we let the player write their own story, that they set themselves a long-term goal, identify the opportunities that are open to them, and choose not to follow a path that was decided for them." We'll see what that actually means. That's all we know about the upcoming Assassin's Creed games so far, or think we know. Based on these reports, it sounds like the game's going to be a pretty significant departure from previous titles, especially if they start using Abstergo to bounce around a whole bunch of eras, I suppose. We'll probably learn more at E3, and if history is any guide, the new game will be out October-ish.
So, what do you think of the rumors about the new Assassin's Creed game? Is it something you're interested in? Have you thought about Brendan Fraser in a while? Let us know in the comments.
Do you think the entire game will be communicated in emojis?
Is he part of the Emoji Movie?
Oh god, no, I don't think so. No, I was thinking more along the lines of hieroglyphics.
Are you calling hieroglyphics emojis?
Yes. For all your Assassin's Creed news, and to give us the thumbs up, thumbs down on emojis being the new era of hieroglyphs, no matter, there's symbols for every era. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the Know. Especially like you put them in certain orders and they definitely tell stories.
Yeah, and they can involve.
I mean, kids
an eggplant and a peach.
Right? And kids on Instagram getting banned from school for the gun head thing. They're like, that's a threat.
Instagram.
These emojis mean something. They're gonna be on our tombstones in no time.
Oh God.